and an Emmy. He would never admit it in public, but Gandolfini was as hot a commodity as there was in this nation. There was a certain demographic of women who seemed to gravitate toward his aggressive, brazen, and often violent character on that hit HBO show. The key, of course, was that behind his antagonistic and destructive behavior as Tony Soprano, the man is a troubled and misunderstood boy who is deprived of his mother's love. That emotional scar was manifested, of course, in therapy and the attraction to Lorraine Bracco and on and on. We started hearing about this about 15 minutes ago, and frankly, we're hoping that it wasn't true, but the confirmation has just come from HBO, and it is crossing now across the country and around the world as a red alert from Reuters news agency. It reads, and I quote, BC-HBO confirms the Sopranos star James Gandolfini has died. HBO confirms the Sopranos star died of a possible heart attack while on vacation in Rome. Trace Gallagher is in our Los Angeles newsroom. Trace, as this started to trickle into us and we began to try to confirm it, mouths dropped in a studio and across a newsroom where deaths rarely have that effect. It's hard to imagine that this man is gone.
It truly is, Shep, at 51 years old. And as you said, there were conflicting reports coming in about 15, 20 minutes ago. And there were reports that James Gandolfini actually died of a stroke. And then there were others saying, no, it was a heart attack. But truly, in the early going, it's quite clear that nobody's really sure exactly what he died of. We know that he was in Italy. He was in Sicily for a film festival and had been there for at least the better part of a few days. As you mentioned, Shep, he was very well known as Tony Soprano, but in real life, he always said that he was the antithesis, the exact opposite of Tony Soprano. He often called himself a 260-pound version of Woody Allen. That's what he loved to do. James Gandolfini, we're unclear exactly if he had any health problems, Shep, or if he had any heart problems. We're kind of checking that out right now. We're still trying to get this confirmed. We know the LA Times confirmed through HBO, and that's where everybody else is getting their confirmation. Independent confirmations, very hard to come by. As soon as we get more information on James Gandolfini, and just to add one more thing to what you were saying, on top of all the television awards he won, as well as the Cable Ace Award, he was also nominated for a Tony Award on Broadway for God of Carnage, a great play that he was in. He didn't win, but was nominated for the Best Actor category. And you're right, very high demand in films like